Hey everybody, it's Pete. Welcome to Stock Trading Pro. Today I'm going to answer a big question that a lot of people have, which is why does it seem like some traders almost always seem to make money? I'm going to take you behind the scenes into our private coaching call last night, and it's a segment where I walk the members of our community into seeing something that was straight up right in front of everybody, but you didn't notice it because you don't have enough experience yet. And it's actually where I predicted last night how all of that selling actually meant that massive buying was happening. And we saw a short-term bottom. I'm not saying a complete reversal in the market, but a short-term bottom from yesterday afternoon's close into what we're looking at this morning. And actually, as of right now, the futures are up about 35 points. So you're really going to like this one. This is really something that's kind of higher level stuff. If you find this stuff valuable, definitely give us a thumbs up and subscribe. More importantly, at the end of this video, I'm going to link, you'll see a box up here, how to watch a other lesson that I did that explains my two favorite day trading indicators and exactly how to use them. So enjoy the video, leave a comment, and have an awesome day trading. I'll speak to you soon. Do you think we're seeing more lack of buying as opposed to extreme selling? Just a general discussion. If we're talking about right now, I kept, it's interesting. I commented on it a few times today. I thought it was super obvious. And the tick readings that we saw today, which again, I'll just put them in the video so that they're in here. The enormity of the tick readings today and the persistent tick readings that we saw today, and I'll just bring this one in here, the negative 1,000 tick readings that we saw today and the amount of negative 1,000 tick readings that we saw after the gap down today. So let's put that in context of where the market, it gapped down. So it had this big move to the downside. That's a lower opening. The gap has to be outside of the previous day's price action. So it was almost not a gap, actually, ironically, but it was because it technically opened below that. The fact that we had those it was a torrential downpour of negative 1,000 tick readings today. And the fact that we weren't down a lot more than we were today, because let's put this in context just to give, where we were for the majority of the day, 399 to 405. That's basically a 5-point move, or let's just call it a 5-point move with a torrential downpour of negative 1,000 tick readings. I would have thought we were going to have this the entire day and been down a lot more than just 5 points from where we gapped down this morning. And actually, even if we take it from today's opening price, basically 399 to 405 for all intents and purposes. Pretty interesting. So to answer this, it was, I'm not even going to say a lack of buying. It was massive selling being bought. It just, at that particular moment, I don't remember who said it, but somebody definitely brought it up today. It might've been Pat Cross. I don't remember. Pat, by the way, you're doing a great job of contributing insights in time and sales and how that leads into potential reversals in stocks. So I think everybody should be paying attention to that. Very similar to the way that Fred Grove, who does something very similar with block prints and 1-minute charts for these lower price stocks that he's scalping. There had to be a lot of buying today to withstand, I'm going to say it again because I like saying it, to withstand that torrential downpour of negative 1,000 tick readings today. So I kept commenting, this is pretty orderly for the amount of negative tick readings that we were getting today. Negative 1,000, negative 1,600, negative 1,500. Those kind of heavy negative tick readings typically lead to reversals. That's usually the end of that kind of move. So there's a serious battle going on right now between buyers and sellers, and buyers could not get it to they tried a couple of times, just couldn't withstand it. So I don't think it's a lack of buying. I think there's a lot of buying going on in there right now. Because remember, think about what a negative tick reading means. A negative tick reading means a down tick, a down tick, a down tick, a down tick. And to have all of those extreme negative down ticks and not see us go down much heavier than we did, my gosh, there was a lot of buying in there today. Are you expecting a snapback type of market tomorrow? Well, gosh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. So first of all, I guess, does everybody understand what I'm trying to get across there is that, yes, we were down a ton today, but I can't stop thinking about those negative 1,000 tick readings and how many of them we had and the fact that we weren't down more. So I guess what I'm implying subconsciously, but saying it out loud, is this 6 weeks of selling looks like it's getting some people buying down here. And this is going back to what I said before, and what I said might have been a tongue twister, but if this happens, then this is what I plan to do. But what I'm visualizing now is if this happens and that does not happen next, what does that mean? So we have 6 weeks of selling, massive, massive battle between buyers or sellers with those tick readings. And yes, we were down. Obviously, we were down a lot. I am surprised we weren't down more. So whether it's a snapback trade tomorrow, or maybe one more day setting it up, as David said, I am trying to convey how much those negative tick readings and the fact that we did not get pummeled the rest of the day, that has me saying, huh. That has me saying, huh. Now, that does not mean I'm going to jump in tomorrow and buy on the open. But yeah, Red said it very well there. Something is cooking. And here's the thing. When you combine that with 6 weeks of selling and pretty much all of the bad news out of the equation right now, it's interesting. I'm not going in with, bids blazing tomorrow. But something happened today. Something happened in the sense where we didn't get pounded the way we should have with those tick readings. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow to see how tomorrow unfolds.